Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs of all ages. Good morning. Small Business Mornings is on the air. I'm your host, Pat Miller, the Idea Coach. Great to see you today. This is the daily live show for small business owners to catch up on the news, get in the know, and have a coffee break with your coworkers, especially if you don't have coworkers. That's why we do the show. On today's show, we're going to talk about a really great promotion technique for your business. If you're trying to get the attention of the people that buy stuff from you, we're going to talk about the promotion technique called Edgecrafting, because I've got a great example of it. Maybe you can learn something from today. Question for you: do you kiss your pet? You might want to stop. A new report from the CDC is not promising. We're bringing back You Ruined It for Everyone. It's Thursday, so we're going to play America's favorite new game show. So maybe you will be the winner of our lavish prize. We'll be looking for our contestants in a little bit. And our question of the day: I want you to think back to a time when you worked for someone else. Maybe your corporate life that you used to live like I did. What was the biggest raise you ever received in your previous life? We're going to talk about that in today's show. So if you're watching this, say good morning in the chat and let us know that you're with us. Good morning, Stephanie. It's fabulous to see you. That way the algorithm overlords that control my self-esteem will pick me up a little bit. Before we get in the news, let's do our caffeine check for the day. When did you realize you were uncool? If you're like me, might be on the wrong side of 40. At some point, being uncool comes for all of us. Well, almost all of us. But for me, it definitely happened. When did you realize that you were uncool? I'll tell you when I realized it, and this is my caffeine check of the day. You are officially uncool when the music in the grocery store sounds good to you. That's when you know. That's when you know. Because if you think back, when you were younger, you'd be like walking through the grocery store and be like, Air Supply, right? Yacht Rock. There was just stuff in the grocery store that wasn't good. But now you're the target. And when you walk through the grocery store, you know, it's not too bad anymore. Like, I was in Pick and Save the other day, walking through the grocery store, and Prince was on. And I'm like jamming. I'm like, little beef bouillon. Like, oh my God. No, it happened. I'm now uncool. Like now, just now, I'm not. Yeah, like it hasn't been the last 40 years. Good morning, Karen. Great to see you. So yes. Oh, Stephanie actually has an idea of when she was uncool. When my kids were in middle school and let me know that I was uncool. Yes, that's true. Kids are good at letting us know that we are uncool. So yes, if the grocery store music sounds good to you, you are officially uncool. Welcome to the club. Patty, good morning. Great to see you. I had a realization yesterday. Again, I'm going to get to the news, I promise. But I had a realization yesterday while I was doing some research for the show. I thought, I wonder who else is doing a live daily show for small business owners. So I go on YouTube. There isn't. I looked all over the place. I'm like, well, certainly there's like 40 people doing what we're doing. Gotta be. No, we're it, baby. Daily live show for small business. We are the ones, which is awesome. Good morning, Sue. So I think we need to go all in on YouTube, seeing how it's the second biggest search engine in the world, owned by the biggest search engine in the world. So I made a decision. See this really cool QR code up here? Bink, bink, bink. That used to connect to our audio stream. So you get the podcast streamed to you on your supercomputer in your pants, which I still am going to share that link from time to time. But if you click that QR code, you will automatically subscribe to our YouTube channel. What's cool about YouTube is it's designed for video podcasts like this. 1, 2, I can see the names of people when they comment on YouTube, and I can talk back to them in the chat because all the platforms have limitations and I can't talk back and forth with everyone all the time. Good morning, Aaron. Great to see you. So YouTube is really a great place to be. So is LinkedIn. So I've compacted everything down to YouTube and LinkedIn. But the fact that there's not another daily live show on YouTube, I think we need to get after it. So if you're not subscribed on YouTube, click that QR code and do the thing. And you'll be subscribed to our YouTube channel. And that means when we go live, you'll get a notification. All right, let's do the news. Our news today is promotion that cuts through the clutter. Robert, good morning, my friend. Great to see you. Okay, news that cuts through the clutter. When you're trying to get the attention of your small business customer, the first rule is to do something that they'll notice. If you're trying to get attention, do something that gets attention. How many of us say, I'm going to do a promotion and register to win 2 hot dogs and no one cares because it's just kind of boring. You need to do something unconventional. You need to do something that stands out. And I was taught a technique that would get you the result of this news story that I'm going to share. So I'll share the news story, and then I will share the technique that certainly was used, or maybe it was used and they were unaware of it. Good morning, Leanne. But I definitely want you to hear this news story. So we hop on a plane, and this plane ride's long enough that you'll probably be served lunch and dinner on the plane because it's quite a long plane ride. But we're going to Austria. Guten Tag? Do they say, is it German in Austria? Guten, is it? Well, hello in Austrian, whatever they speak. So the Austrian government is under fire because they offered a prize for festival goers. That doesn't sound that bad. But to win the prize, the festival goers had to get a tattoo. Ooh, okay. That's a little, okay, tell me the story. So the government is trying to get people to ride trains instead of their own motorized transportation devices, car, motorcycle, and the like. It's a climate initiative that they're doing. Okay, cool. So they have this rail pass that they call Climate Ticket or a climate ticket. Lisa, good morning. And this climate ticket allows people to ride on the rails all year. Right? It's an annual pass. So they wanted to sell some climate tickets. So their idea was, we'll go to this festival, and the first 3 people that get a tattoo of the climate ticket logo, I guess I would assume it would be here. It wouldn't be like here. Although I got a lot of real estate up here to put this space for rent tattoos. But the first 3 people that get a tattoo with climate ticket would get an annual rail pass as a gift. Brilliant. Brilliant. Now, why is that brilliant? Now, it's not brilliant that a government is asking you to get a tattoo. That's a little creepy, right? But look at what happened. They did something that only 3 people are going to take them up to, but we are a plane ride away, and we're talking about the government of Austria and their climate ticket. That's why it's brilliant. They got their 3 participants, they got their signups, and everything's fine, and they made a bunch of news, and they got a bunch of awareness. That's the point of promotions, awareness. One way that I was taught to do that is a technique called edgecrafting. And edgecrafting means you come up with an idea, and you push it, and you push it, and you push it, until it crosses the line, and then you pull it back just a little bit. It works really well if you're trying to get the attention of your target audience. So let's go into the decision-making room in Austria. And I would do a German accent or whatever their accent is, but 1, I can't do accents, and 2, I don't know what they speak. So let's just do it in normal language. We need to promote the climate ticket. Okay, cool. What are we going to do? Awesome. Well, let's go to a festival where there's a bunch of people. Great idea. I know. Let's find a way to make people wear our logo. Oh, Johnson, you're brilliant. Let's give away t-shirts. Keep going. Let's make the t-shirts really bright orange. Ooh, now we're getting someplace. Awesome. Hey, what if we do those really cool temporary tattoos? You know that you put the water on and you rub? Yes. What if we ask people to get real tattoos? Ooh, Johnson, you're on fire today. What if we require everyone that comes to get a tattoo? Oof. Too far. That's too far. Back it up one notch. Bingo. That's where they're at. Good morning, Barb. So that's how you do it. You take an idea and you push it and you push it and you push it and you push it until you get one step too far and you pull it back over the line. One click behind. This works for contests. It works for this question that I get all the time. Pat, I'm going to a trade show and I need to get, like, what do I do? Well, you don't just put out a fishbowl and ask for people's business cards. Boring. Do something that will get their attention. Because if you do it right, you will be thousands of miles away and you will have people talking about you. That's how you edgecraft. Highly recommend it. Loads of fun. And this space for sale. If you want me to get a tattoo. I'm not going to get a tattoo. All right, dog owners. This news story is for you. Dog owners represent. Who owns a dog? You sometimes hear Shadow the Idea dog upstairs making noise because she doesn't come down here. She will not come down the steps. Don't know why. She's 100 and some odd pound dog. She shouldn't be scared of the basement, but she won't come down here. So you only get to hear her. Dog owner right here. So are you a dog owner? And if you are a dog owner, I ask you, do you kiss your dog? Do you kiss your pet? Maybe you have a cat. Do you kiss your pet? Do you kiss your pet? Some dog owners will kiss their pet, and some dog owners let the dog like lick their face. Right? Right? That's what you do. Yes. Tiger boy. Tigger boy. Tigger boy. Yes. That's a good boy right there. Leanne. Mwah. Fabulous, Leanne. Thank you. And Aaron, yes, kiss the top of his head. That's what I do. My wife, Abby, lets Shadow, right? Because, you know, it's a thing. And Stephanie, multiple bunnies. I kiss them all the time because it's a really great way to show affection. And I think it's something that we all, or many of us, do. It's a way that the dog is also showing affection for you. It's a natural thing. So I kiss the giant dog on the top of the head. Stephanie's kissing bunnies. We're kissing our pets. Okay? It's a common way to show affection. But there's a new report from the CDC that says it isn't safe to kiss all pets. Go on. There's a report that there is a salmonella outbreak from people kissing their turtles. Stop kissing your turtles, people. Turtles? Mm-mm. Bunnies? Fine. Dogs? Sure. Turtles? Nah. Mm-mm. It turns out that turtles, especially the smaller turtles, are notorious for carrying salmonella. The CDC has put out a report saying they are a known source of illness. Huh. They went on to say, if you own a turtle, keep your turtle out of the kitchen or areas where you eat, store, or prepare food, and don't eat or drink around it because a party might break out with your turtle. They say, they go on and they say kids under 5, adults over 65, and immunocompromised people shouldn't even have a turtle. What I want to know is who gets a turtle? Like, who thinks of the pet universe and says, you know what would be awesome? A turtle. It's kind of like owning a paintbrush. Oh, hey, look, Hey, honey, look, it's not moving again. Look it right there. Look at my turtle. It's not doing anything. Come check this out. It's turtle. But hey, if you're into turtles, you do you. Just don't kiss it, or it might kill you. Like, did you think you clicked on our live stream this morning? Did you think we would have a conversation about turtle death? You did not. You did not think that you were going to hear us talk about turtle death this morning. But turtle death is a real thing, and it's just by showing affection for your turtle. Dead. Don't do it. Could be bad. How about some good news? We've got some good news this morning. I'm a merciful host. I don't want you to endure pain. I want you to be relieved from pain. And for several years now, 10 to 20 times per weekend, you've been subjected to a hell so intense that I get to share some amazing news this morning. Amazing news. America's long-standing nightmare is over. It brings me great joy to report. Like, great joy to report. State Farm and Aaron Rodgers have ended their 12-year advertising partnership. Oh, thank you. Oh, God, come here. That means that I no longer have to see his big, stupid face during my Bears game. Because if you're a Bears fan, here's how it goes. First quarter, we don't score any points. Go to commercial, big, stupid Aaron Rodgers face. Second quarter, we don't score any points. Go to commercial, big, stupid Aaron Rodgers face. Every quarter, every commercial break for the last 12 years. Big, stupid Aaron Rodgers face. No more. State Farm is no longer going to partner with him. Now, he'll probably have 8 or 9 other television deals, and I'll still have to see his big, stupid face. But no longer on State Farm, and they are like in every commercial break imaginable. What this does mean is that we will have to endure Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback of the Chiefs, who has less personality than that light switch. But okay, that's cool. Whatever. It's just not Aaron Rodgers. Okay, before we do the meme of the day, we're going to play our game show today. And to play our game show, we need you to call in. One contestant gets to play our new game show. You've ruined it for everyone. Now, why would you consider playing You've Ruined It for Everyone? Because someday someone is going to win a lavish prize so unimaginable there is only one in the universe. It's one of one. No one else will get this prize. It really is spectacular. Someday, someone will win. Will that be you? Are you going to sit on the sidelines and let someone else play? Or are you going to carpe diem the crap out of it and click the QR code or the link that's in the YouTube chat and take on the day and show everyone that you've got what it takes to win? You've ruined it for everyone. We'll play here in about 5 minutes. Before we do that, meme of the day time, and Lisa Rabel talked about it here, so we're going to see Lisa Rabel's comment, our meme of the day, because it is crazy hot. What are your plans for today? Me? Air conditioning. Air conditioning. I mean, yesterday here in Milwaukee, it was over 100 degrees. Today, it'll be a cool 97 and just a skosh humid. Soon, we will be pumpkin spice, windows open, crunchy walks, crock pot chili season. But right now, officially, hot as balls. So yes, that is my agenda today. Me and air conditioning. I have a feeling you feel the same way. Whew, man. Okay, let's do our accountability, because then we're going to play our game. You've ruined it for everyone. And we still don't have our contestant, by the way. So I'm going to leave this up while we do our accountability here, because we need to have our contestant or we can't play. If we don't get a contestant, I'm going to have to go kiss my turtle. I don't want to kiss my turtle. Let's do our accountability. So we do our accountability every day during the show because it gives us at least one thing to prove that we're doing small business stuff during our show. It's our moment to commit to something that must be done, something that's on our to-do list so we can feel like we're being productive and moving the business forward. So what did you commit to yesterday? Many of you joined us yesterday during the show, and many of you committed to doing something in your business to make sure that you were being purposeful about your activity. So if you did the freaking thing yesterday, let us know in the comments, and we will celebrate with you that you got something done. There we go. We can do that. Yesterday for me, I got a really good amount of stuff cranked out. I was working hard on the Pat Miller Show and hard on this show, a couple other ticky-tack things for the upcoming Small Business Owners Conference in November. And today I'm bringing some people together in a mastermind style workshop. So I've been prepping for that as well. So doing a lot of prep work and a lot of homework. Got it all done yesterday. And yes, kiss the turtle sounds even more wrong than you intended it to sound. Thank you, Sarah Deacon. I appreciate that. It's exactly what I was going for. So what was it that you did yesterday? Did you come up with the thing that you needed to be done? But now let's turn our attention to what needs to happen today. Commit to it. I want you to think, what is going to be done today that makes my success happen? What's one thing that needs to get done? Think about it and commit to it. I finished up 3 projects that were lagging. Awesome, Stephanie. Sweet. Karen changed out art out of a local coffee shop. Okay, that's probably one of those nagging tasks that you just have to hop in the car and go do. Or the climate ticket. You could hop on the rail with the new tattoo. Awesome, Karen. Way to go. That's the type of stuff. Like, oh, I got to go do the thing. Don't put it out in the universe. Put it out to Pat. Find one thing right now, today, write it down, and that way we can work together to move the business forward. Sarah Deacon, I don't remember what I said I would do, but I'm pretty sure I would do it and more. Okay, very good. And let's see, Lisa Rabel getting out and meeting people, networked all week, follow-ups and one-on-one scheduling today. Very good. And Leanne Lovely finished up a pricing structure and proposal structure for a client. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, that's what it's all about. Find the thing that you need to do today to move the business forward. Okay, it looks like we don't have a contestant for our game show today. I'll say what my grandfather said when he was frustrated. Dag nabbit. Dag nabbit. How about we do our question of the day? Because our question of the day is pretty good too. So our question of the day today, what is the biggest raise you ever received? What's the biggest raise you ever received? And here's what I'll do. I'll put up the link to call in should you want to do it. So if you want to call in, let me know. We'll play the game after the question of the day. But first, what's the biggest raise you ever received when you were working for someone else? And if you think back to it, it doesn't sound that impressive. So first, did you ever work for someone else? Most entrepreneurs did because, we had to start someplace. And then think back on how you were compensated. You went in every day, key card, boop, sit down, desk. What would you like me to do today, boss? Do the thing. Oh, I hate my life. That was pretty much working for someone else. It's kind of abbreviated and fast forwarded, but that's essentially what it was. You worked relentlessly for a fixed amount of money. Now, as a small business owner, the opportunity is limitless. Limitless. What do you do if you want to raise? Do what Lisa said she was doing. Go network with people. Go meet new people. Go sell something. That is how you get a raise. That's how you make more money. We've got some answers coming in. Awesome. So let's talk about this. Stephanie Kern, I think it was a 3% raise, and it was over 20 years ago. For sure. Well, you've been doing your thing for a long time. Sarah Deacon got $1 an hour. Now, back in the day, my very first job that I remember, I'm so old, very first job, I was the Pizza Hut phone guy. Is that not like the perfect job for me? Thanks for calling Pioneer Park Pizza Hut. I'm Pat. How can I help you? That was my job. Oh, yeah, great. And here's a rule. By the way, sidebar story. Here's a rule. Back when we had to call in pizza orders, never in my 3 years of working there, never once, ever did it go like this. Thanks for calling Pioneer Park Pizza Hut. I'm Pat Miller. How can I help you? Yeah, I'd like a large pepperoni and breadsticks. Will that be all? Yes, that's all. Thanks. What's your name? Miller. Click. Never went like that. Ever. It always went like this. Thanks for calling Pioneer Park Pizza Hut. My name is Pat. How can I help you? Yeah, we got to place a pizza order. Hang on a sec. Hey, what do you guys want? Every single time. Every time. Every time. It was never, I'd like a thing, click. It was always, I guess I have to tell you what okay. See, it still bothers me. Still bothers me. $1 an hour. And that was last year. Totally, Sarah. I hear you. No shame in that. Let's see. Lisa, when they changed the commission structure to get paid more for retaining clients than new clients, a huge raise in my commission structure. That's because people love you, Lisa. Of course, retention would be great. Absolutely. If we think back on those raises, sometimes they really weren't that big of a deal, but in the mindset that we had as corporate employees, it was a big deal. I remember moving from one city to another. Okay, there's Shadow. I'm not going to kiss her. Hi, Shadow. Moving from one town to another, and I got like a $10,000 raise. And I thought all of a sudden I was J. Pat Rockefeller because I was going to make $10,000 more. It's like $500 a month. And then you move to a bigger city and it costs way more it was bad. Anyway, I remember those raises. And now thinking about it, what would you do if you wanted to make $500 more a month? You'd just come up with a new thing, or you'd go sell one additional client. That's how it works. That's the difference. The problem is we don't get all of the goodies that people get when they work for someone else. I mean, health insurance, a guaranteed paycheck, fixed hours, true vacations where you don't have to do this the whole time. Like you're literally, hey, it's your problem. I'm out of here. A narrowly focused to-do list, meaning like I'm like hired to do this one thing and that's all, rather than just I do all the things. That's pretty good. But when you work for yourself, PJ pants, unlimited income, golf on a Tuesday, doing exactly what I love. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. And just a different way to live. So there are pros and cons for sure, but I don't think I could go back. Yes, Karen, this is the absolute truth. When you're working for someone, when did you get your biggest raise? You get your biggest raise offer after you handed in your resignation. Hi, Mr. Johnson. I used to work for Mr. Johnson. In fact, my very first boss ever, his name, no lie, Abby will confirm independently. My very first boss in radio, his name was Dick Johnson. Do with that what you will. Mr. Johnson, I'm leaving. Oh, here's a raise. Did you not hear the I'm leaving part? Why didn't you give me that like 2 weeks ago and I wouldn't be leaving? Totally can relate with that, Karen, because that is how it goes. Okay, let's do a few announcements and then we are out of here. One thing I'm reminding you of, this QR code up here is pretty darn important. Click the QR code and subscribe to our YouTube channel because that's where we have a big opportunity. If you missed the announcement earlier today, I'm pretty darn sure we are the only daily live show for small business owners. That means everybody should be joining us and having fun like hopefully you did this morning. A reminder that next week we are doing something fun. We are doing an idea slamathon. We're going to do live brainstorming for charity on air, and we are not going to stop until the donations stop. So we're asking you for a $25 donation. Click the QR code link and then give a $25 donation to the Islands of Brilliance. That will reserve 15 minutes of time on the air where we get to goof around and talk about your small business, help you come up with a great big idea or solve a problem. And then the next person will come on, and then the next person will come on, and we will not stop idea slamming until the donations stop. Will that be 15 minutes? Will that be 2 hours? Will that be half a day? Will I need an IV? Like, will you tune in like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I'll have like one of those medical bags hanging right here? Like, no more idea slam. No. What will happen? We don't know what will happen. But if you want to raise money for a good cause and have a good time, that's the link that you need to click because the Idea Slamathon is going to be way too much fun. I'm Pat Miller, the Idea Coach. Darn it, it's good to see you this morning. You look fabulous. And I can't wait to see everyone else that's going to be brainstorming with me later today at the Idea Coach Experience. You know who you are. I can't wait for it. We will see you here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. because tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., we will celebrate our wins because it is a delicious, glorious, supersized Friday. You're coming back, right? You're coming back. You're coming back. Friday morning at 9. Come on. I see you. You'll be there. Don't kiss your turtles. I'm Pat Miller, the Idea Coach. We'll